And now, it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. And Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're in the mighty 1090 studios with Jeff Mariani from Cedros Kayak Fishing. We're going to be talking about some great fishing down at Cedros Island and a lot more, and we've got some good information on some yellowtail coming up later on in the show. Stay tuned. Southern California's Sport Fishing Voices. Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
The Shimano Tranx 500 reel changed the way we cast for big fish. Since that incredible innovation, Shimano has created 3 additional sizes of Tranx level wind reels. The Tranx 200, 300, and 400. Available now at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx is the dream reel for throwing big baits and catching big fish. X-Ship and HEG technologies combine to provide massive cranking power with a smooth, effortless retrieve. Plus, Shimano's Core Protect water-resistant technology provides long-lasting durability in the harshest environment. Choose the gear ratios and handle design that fits your need for both fresh and saltwater applications. Once you cast a Tranx reel with a surface iron, swim bait, popper, jerk bait, or any other cast and retrieve application, you will be hooked. Pick up the amazing Shimano Tranx 200, 300, 400, and 500 at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx, it's not just a new reel, it's a new way to fish. Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels. With the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities, Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest. A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Tomahawk, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea-Watch in San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
We all need to get around, but we all need something different from our vehicles. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have you covered if you're looking for a new truck this month. Plus, it's SUV season, so they have great deals for everyone. Whether it's a new EcoSport that is nimble and fun around town, or the Ford Explorer that is capable of putting a boat in the water and has seating for 7, Ford has you covered. Ford trucks and SUVs aren't just powerful and legendary. They have the latest technology that helps you seamlessly connect your smartphone and ensure you're safe on the road. Features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist on trucks are truly a game changer at the ramp, helping you back up a trailer by simply turning a knob on the dash and doing the hard work for you. So check out all the great deals during SUV season and save some money on the right gear for you. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or visit your San Diego County Ford dealers today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Going to be a fun show talking about one of my most favorite places to go fishing in the whole world.
Indeed. Cedros Island and Cedros Kayak Fishing. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Rick.
What's up, Jeff?
Great to have you. You had a hugely successful first ever Long Beach show, right?
That is correct. Yeah, we we met several people and signed up even several more. So, yeah, it was very, very, very fun.
So you did a seminar at the show. What would you talk about in the seminar?
Basically, I give history of the island and talk all about the fishing down there, and then talk about our place a little bit, and then talk a lot about techniques and stuff like that in case, there's a lot of people that travel to the island.
Totally.
So just try to help out, based on all of our experiences from the previous year and what's going on. So
that's cool. And so tell us about Cedros kayak fishing. How did it all start?
It all started by going on a Let's Talk Hookup trip with Cedros Adventures, now Cedros Sport Fishing.
Jeff and I had fun, reminiscing on that at the show. I saw his beautiful booth, and, there was a crowd of people over there looking at it, and we started thinking about it. It's man, that was a long time ago, but we met just as fishing buds on that trip, Let's Talk Hookup trip years and years ago.
Yeah, my neighbor and his son, we all came down, and, it was a magnificent 5 days, and, that's kind of how it all started. It was...
and you just fell in love with the island?
Immediately. It seemed like as soon as my feet hit the ground, you know what I mean? It was I knew that's where I should be.
That's right.
Then what was the next progression after that?
I went down a couple more times the following year, and then started the tackle shop. That was kind of my first kind of thing.
Cedros Tackle.
Cedros Tackle.
Which is still around.
Still around. We're actually moving it closer to Main Street now, so it's going to be a little bit more accessible. Be open every single day instead of
cool.
We were kind of on call, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's I found a good guy to help me run it, so it's going to be open every day for everybody. And then that, once I had that, I was just I've always kayak fished. I used to fish off my surfboard a bunch, and then started on my Cobra Explorer fishing many, many years ago, and decided Cedros is a pretty nice place to kayak. And so then I came and talked to you about that, actually, and said, hey, what do you think about this? And you said that would be great, and you sent me to Ron, and here we are now.
Lane and fast lane,
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
And you're now all Hobie.
Always was, always will be. Nothing will ever change with that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Those are absolutely the best kayaks, and just
they're fishing kayaks.
They're built for fishing, and they're built for having fun, as Ron always says. They really are. They're stable. They're well built. We put those things to the test.
I bet you do.
And they hold up very, very well. So
which models are you using now?
Hobie and Ron helped us get all the brand new Hobie Outbacks, the 2019.
The new ones.
Yeah, and then Ron's shop fully rigged those things. Callan, I believe, is his ace in the hole down there. Fully rigged those boats, all color fish finders, the Hook 2 5-inch screen, brand new bait tanks, brand new life jackets, brand new VHF radios, brand new gaffs made by Kill Fish. So he hooked us up across the board on all our pongas, everything.
And you have the Mirage Drive 180s?
180 Mirage Drives, tons of extra parts. We have the crates are still down there that Chris Minnick, put together with 100 rod holders. So pretty much everything, and then our brand new Ponga that I added as well, just as, a support boat. And then we had a lot of fun going to Bonitos last year. So I built this bigger Ponga, one, because so many people just want to Ponga fish this year. That was a lot of guys that I signed up, they want to do both, you know what I mean, but they want to be able to have that. So adding that Ponga has helped to our whole repertoire too.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's only fair to call that thing Ponga by shape. It's a ship that you built. It's a really good looking boat. I just hope that you could describe it to our listeners that didn't get a chance to see it at the live broadcast, because it's a really big, nice, comfortable boat.
Yeah, so 28 feet by 8.5 feet wide. I kind of tried to set it up similar to how our center consoles are. I pushed the center console more forwards and set it farther in the back, and then I built a 9-foot casting platform in the front just for, several guys could stand up there at one time who, if they're organized, and
it's like a super pong.
Yeah,
it kind of is.
We're talking a 28-footer with easily you could have 2 or 3 of your buds all in the bow.
Absolutely.
Fire and
why?
And
Two more guys
it's
in
awesome.
the back easily.
You did a really nice job.
Yeah.
You had it down at the Dane Landing broadcast, which was cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was fun. Letting everyone check it out and climb all around on it and stuff like that.
That's where I got to see it. I was like, oh, this is the next level.
Yeah, so that should be fun.
So when you go to Cedros kayak fishing, you can choose Ponga fishing, kayak fishing, or
combination. Yeah, whatever. I'm there on every trip, and we all sit around together and kind of plan our days for the next day. So whatever the group kind of wants to do, and then I organize the guys. And
so cool.
We just, with smaller groups, it allows me to show you Cedros. Not just take you on a fishing trip. I get to show you Cedros Island, which I was just at Clemente yesterday, and looking back at Catalina and looking at both those islands, and it's like Cedros is twice as tall as both of those places. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Cedros is a big island.
It's a big island, and so having a smaller group, it gives me the opportunity to kind of show you what's going on there. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, it is a beautiful spot and a great impression. I remember the first time I went down with you, with Ron, and we took the kayaks on the truck. You put it on the trailer, and we drove over because the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
And we drove over to where the wind wasn't blowing.
Absolutely.
And we kayak fished.
Yeah.
And that was fun. And that's one of the options too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I have a better trailer now that I feel could hold all 6 of the kayaks, and so we did that several times last year just for people to experience that road and just driving and cruising, checking the island.
I think that would be so cool. I've been to the island a lot of times, but I've never been on any interior road or anything like that. I mean, it would be cool just for another experience. You know, fished it a lot from long range trips and then a lot from Cedros sport fishing, but I've never been on an interior something different like that.
Yeah,
cool experience.
You know what amazed me about that side of the island is St. Augustine area and that where the lobster camps are is when we were there, it was not lobster season. And it was a ghost town. There was like one guy there.
On guard,
I mean, it's like an entire city.
It's
houses and
a church and
it's like it's only alive during lobster season.
Exactly.
And when we were there, there was nobody there.
Yep. One guy on guard. That's it.
Yeah.
What a trip.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's amazing.
I think that stuff's so rad.
A little harbor, a launch, and everything like that.
Yeah,
that was fun.
It was.
So one of the additions, and we've talked about this before, that you did this year is you have your own flight out of Southern California.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're flying from the Temecula area. That how that fell into my lap was just kind of a fluke. I was at the boatyard up there buying boat parts and heard a couple talking to the man behind the counter about their friend and, or they were talking about a plane going to Mexico. And so when they got done, I introduced myself and handed him a card and said, hey, if you fly to Mexico, I'd love to talk to you about that. And he said, well, it's not me, it's my friend.
Yeah.
And, turns out the guy I met, he has a charter business and he flies to San Clemente Island every day, Monday through Friday. Like he's been doing it since 1991.
For the Navy?
Yeah. So he has a full-on charter business and he flies from French Valley Airport right there in Temecula. So I guess it was kind of meant to be.
That's
you know what I mean?
Cool.
It really is. You know what I mean? It really is. Great guy, tons of Baja experience. And so, I just met with him the other day. That guy, he might be more fired up than I am about it. I mean, it's he's really stoked to do it. We flew a trip last year, and he thought it was just like the neatest thing, to land way out there. So
and it's a 5-passenger. What kind of plane?
It's a Piper Aztec is what we're using down there. So five passenger plus the pilot. Quick hour and 20 minutes to San Felipe. All the paperwork's already done. We walk in. The fees handled by myself. And you just walk in, you have to sign your visa real quick, just like we used to have to do in Ensenada.
Sure.
And then that's it, get back on the plane, and then an hour and 20 minutes, and we're on Cedros. So
it's like the perfect stop. You just go just enough that you want to get up, stretch your legs a little bit. You stretch your legs, you throw your signature on there, get to check it out, and back up in the air, back on the island.
And then we're there by 10 a.m. Maybe, 9. The flight we did, we landed at 9:54.
That's so cool, dude.
Fishing immediately. You know what I mean? Like, immediately
fishing
going.
that day.
Absolutely. And going, we'll have 8 hours to go wherever we want to go. So.
Yeah. Now, you booked a lot of trips up in Long Beach, but you still have some spots available. And we do have spots available on our Let's Talk Hookup trips. We have 2 trips, June 17th to 21, August 26th through 30. These are 4-day trips. And so, we fly in on Monday morning, or 5-day trips.
5-day trip, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. Fly in Monday morning.
Yeah.
Get to the island by 10. Fish all day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You're back in Temecula by Friday afternoon, 1:30ish.
So you get 4 full days of fishing, pretty much.
Pretty much. I'll go to Punta Norte that first day. Like, don't come dressed up for me at the airport. Like, wear the pilot. Like, wear your fishing clothes.
Wear your board
you know what I mean?
shorts.
Like, you can you organize your tackle. Like, you'll have 40 minutes on the boat to put your rods together. You know what I mean? Because I want to go to Punta Norte or Pierre de Colorado. Like, we're going to take a boat ride right away to give you time.
To fish.
I want to go to a spot where I know we're probably getting yellows that first day, I would imagine. You know what I mean? Like, or we're getting some goodness right away. So it's a good day of fishing. So.
And the accommodations at your house, basically you build a luxury house on the top of the hill there in Cedros, are really amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's my wife was instrumental in helping me, especially decorate, and that keeps it just so comfortable. We had a lot of couples sign up. Like, I have a lot of women coming this year. It's pretty neat. My wife has to come on like 8 trips this year.
Wow.
That's how I kind of sell it. Like, I'll bring my wife and we'll have a couples trip. You know what I mean? So, it's just exciting. It's going to be a good season for sure.
It's going to be and so if you want to go, there's a lot of spots that are full, and you better jump on getting on it.
Yeah. So what's happened, I think, because of the new plane and smaller groups. You know what I mean? I think it's becoming really appealing to people, and so I had planned all these trips and was trying to get people to sign up. Well, full groups were coming to me, and so that's why the schedule got crazy. I mean, my wife told me we did 46 people last year. Right now, I have 119 on the books.
Wow, so, good for you, man.
You know what I mean?
That's great.
Big
So
change,
you better get on it. And we have 3 spots left on the first trip in June, and then we have 2 spots left on the trip in August.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
and it's $2,600 all inclusive. That includes your airfare, your meals, your fishing, either kayak or ponga.
Anything
the whole
we do,
thing.
yeah.
4 days of fishing.
Yeah.
5 nights lodging.
Visiting with Ron Lane.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, Ron's the host of the trip.
Absolutely.
Those spots are going to be gone by the end of the show.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it should be some fun trips. I know Ron is he's probably got people, and I don't know, because that's what he always does. He gets those guys over to the shop, and then he doesn't talk, and to me, and then all of a sudden, hey, wait, we got people. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Him and his family, they're fun to kayak with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those guys, they don't mess around. You know what I mean? Like they'll show you everything about your boat. They'll show you your tackle. I mean, they know it all.
Oh yeah.
Kind of so.
I just think it's so cool how all inclusive you make everything. I mean, you just don't need to do anything but show up with your fishing gear and some clothes, and just everything else is handled. You're not worried about booking flights. You're not worried about transportation. You're not worried about food. It's just everything just happens. You just get to hang out and fish. And the thing that's so cool is you're staying at a buddy's house, and that's how it is. And you built this rad, very comfortable spot where there's plenty of space to go on your own if you want to get away and just kick back and read a book, or there's plenty of space in a big common area where everybody hangs out and has a Pacifico at the end of the day. It's just, you just did such a nice job creating that kind of home atmosphere, and it really does. You don't feel like you're at some hotel place. You're fishing at a bud's house, and I really dig it.
On Cedros Island.
Yeah, exactly.
Cedros Island, yeah. And what about food?
Like Terry and Jessica, my 2 ladies that take care of the house and cook and everything, we're eating like really good. Guys call me up and say, "Hey, I gained 5 pounds." Well, that's good. But like, we love eating the fresh fish for sure, and we're making sushi at night and stuff like that. With that stuff, we're taking really good care of it. I mean, they built an ice house right next door to my place, so every morning we go over there, we get a couple 100 pounds of crushed ice, fill our fish holds. That way, everything that gets caught, we take a photo real quick, and then we're immediately bleeding it on ice, so we have nice fresh sashimi grade. And then the Traeger, of course. Rory, hooked us up with a nice Traeger down there, so we're smoking fish or barbecued yellowtail collar on the Traeger is like one of the favorite meals of the people down there. It's pretty amazing,
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing.
But you have other meals too. I mean,
yeah, my wife, before we go on the trip, she packs the Yeti cooler bag. She goes to Costco for me and gets like, if I'm going to be barbecuing on the beach, sirloin burgers or bags of pollo asado. All of our salads are brought from Costco up here, you know what I mean, so that I don't have to worry, what we're eating and stuff like that. All the fresh vegetables, if they're not growing in our garden, I'm bringing them from Costco.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. So.
What a cool trip,
good
man. You're
fishing
just doing
and
it
good
right.
eating. Yeah, no doubt
it.
about it. A real custom trip. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for today. Lot to talk about. Kayak fishing or ponga fishing down at Cedros.
Yeah, you're not kidding, man. And just a great guy to talk about it with. I mean, you want to talk about you're talking to the man, and lots of fun this morning. If you want to join us, we want to hear from you. There's 2 ways you can be a part of Let's Talk Hookup this morning. First is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or reach us toll free. That toll free line is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. Not only are we talking all about Cedros kayak fishing today, we are also giving away a couple of great prizes at the end of the show today. We're going to do a repeat. 3 lucky winners at the end of the show today. 3 winners are all going to get a pair of tickets to go to the Del Mar Fred Hall Show coming up March 28th through the 31st. Going to be a great time at Del Mar. Again, 3 tickets. You want to get through 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're going to be answering your phone calls. Lots of great stuff coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
The state-of-the-art long-range sport fishing vessel, the Independence, delivers the top quality, comfort, and fishability you look for in a long-range boat. Veteran captains Mark Paisano and Paul Strasser built this incredible 112-foot vessel with the most modern technology and luxurious comfort available. With a top-notch crew and amenities, once you go on the Independence, you'll be back. Call Independence Sport Fishing at 619-226-6006 or check independencesportfishing.com.
This is Pete Gray to tell you about one of my favorite places to fish in the world. It's Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska. For several years now, we've been hosting groups at Whalers Cove, and this is certainly one trip I do not miss. Each year, the Powers family makes great improvements to the lodge that make this great lodge even better. New rooms, new boats, new fish processing facilities, new outdoor kitchen. The list goes on and on. As for fishing, the calm waters around Whalers Cove are 100 miles from any large town, so you will enjoy wilderness adventure without the crowds. Whalers Cove Lodge has some of the best salt and freshwater fishing in Alaska, and there's no need for a bumpy boat ride for hours. You can find productive fishing for salmon, halibut, and rockfish just 10 minutes from the lodge. Here's the deal. The word is out on Whalers Cove, so you want to go? Book soon. WhalersCoveLodge.com or call 800-423-3123. WhalersCoveLodge.com for the Alaska fishing experience of a lifetime.
It's Fred Hall show time, and Fisherman's Landing Tackle has the best selection and the hottest deals in the show. Hi, this is Doug Kern. The huge Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth is a must visit, and the deals will be unmatched. If it's Daiwa reels you're after, look no further. Fisherman's Landing has them all, including Lexa, Saltist, and Seagate. And when you buy a Daiwa saltwater reel, you'll get a free gift. Let the crew at Fisherman's Landing Tackle help you select the perfect Daiwa reel and get you the best price, too. Come visit the most spectacular booth in our history, Fisherman's Landing Tackle, a must-see at this year's Fred Hall Show.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
Rancho Leonero is very family-oriented. People have brought their children down, and now they're bringing their children. It's not unusual to have 3 generations of family at the hotel. Grandpa, Dad, and normally sons, sometimes daughters. The families come back year after year, and it's a safe place for the kids. It's small, it's intimate, right on the water, 2 miles of beachfront. The water's very shallow in front. There's no currents to speak of, no waves. We have child care, $10 a day for a babysitter. Security is high at Rancho Leonero. It's really unnecessary, but it adds up comfort level. And we really do encourage the families. It's a great place for family reunions, family get-togethers, weddings. We do it all. 1-800-646-2252, 646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. There's nowhere that I could think of to have the same atmosphere and the same experience that you get in Rancho Leonero. We love families.
Yamaha Outboard's Say Yes to Reliability sales event is here. For a limited time, purchase an eligible new 2.5 to 115 horsepower 4-stroke and get 5 years of warranty protection plus up to $500 in dealer credit. New 150 to 300 horsepower 4-strokes get 6 years of warranty protection. Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today. Offer ends March 31st, 2019, subject to change at any time. Other restrictions and conditions apply. See authorized participating Yamaha outboard dealers for details. This promotion cannot be used with any other Yamaha offer.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
All right, phones are packing up. You want to get through? Only line available is 877-792-1090. It's going to be a busy morning. You better get on it. Get your chance to have a chance to talk to Jeff and win one of 3 pairs of tickets to the Fred Hall Del Mar show coming up real soon.
You got it. Well, the phones are packed up. Let's jump into them. Why don't we start it off with Dana, who's calling us from La Jolla this morning. Dana, thanks for getting us started here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, Jeff. Hey, I wanted to know if you're going to be at the Del Mar show. I want to talk to you in person about kayak fishing. I've been to Cedros many times, but I'll hear, I'm sure, on the show describe the kayak fishing, but I would just want to know if you're going to be there.
Thanks, Dana. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be set up. This will be our third year at Del Mar, and we set up right by Fastlane Kayaks right there. What's the name of that building, Pete?
It's the middle
pavilion. Yeah, something pavilion. I don't know the name.
Brian?
Seaside, maybe?
Seaside, yeah.
I think it's
the middle building.
Yeah,
it's
right,
the middle
right
one.
by the kayaks and the Hobie stage right there. We're directly across. So yeah, please come by. I'd love to talk to you about.
Yeah,
Cedros.
I haven't done a lot of kayak fishing, and I've never kayak fished at Cedros, but I want to talk to you in person about it.
Great.
The thing that I'll say too, Dana, is like the equipment that he uses, basically the boats and the things like that. They make it so easy. I mean, you for sure do not have to have a vast experience of offshore fishing in a kayak to go enjoy this trip. I mean, the Hobies are so stable and so easy to use. They're all pedal driven. They're very comfortable. And then just the way that they supply the trip, getting you in and out, like you don't really need to do anything other than just know that you like fishing yellows and calico bass and you like going to a cool place. I mean, that's the only experience you need to have is having a good time.
Yeah, I'll walk you directly across into Ron's booth and show you our exact kayaks are sitting right there on display, so you'll know exactly what you're going to be using at our place. They don't have them with all the stuff on them, of course, the fish finders and everything else, but I'll just hand you the catalog and, everything that's in the catalog. I'm even going to get a couple of those sunshades. I saw those at the Long Beach show.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they're nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets warm out there. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll bet you're right on the water. It's good.
Yeah.
But the other option, too, and the cool thing about Cedros kayak fishing is you have the option to fish in a kayak or fish in a boat.
Ponga, absolutely.
The big Ponga.
Yeah,
So
zero pressure. Like
you have 2 Pongas.
I have 3. One
3.
I'm kind of gonna make as my work boat because I'm trying to get as self-sufficient as possible this year. So I'm going to be running across the Tortuga at least once a week to get my own fuel and stuff like that. It's going to feel better to not be relying on people for things like that. You know what I mean? So
that's important.
Might be cheaper too.
Yeah. But you have the option of going either way, and with only 5 anglers total, right?
Yeah. Most of the time, most of the trips are 4. You know what I mean? And plus myself. You know what I mean? But 5 is like the magic number 2, and then myself, of course. Like I'm on every trip. So
you can fish Ponga, you can fish the kayak. Mm-hmm. Do both. You take the kayaks on the boats and run them up to different locations.
Absolutely.
I dig it.
And any skill level, it doesn't matter because I'm right there with you. You know what I mean? And Ron teaches me something new about those boats every single day.
Yeah.
It seems like, or every single trip for sure. So I'm gaining the knowledge, and it's a beginner kind of takes his time to listen to what I say. You know what I mean? A little bit more and stuff like that. And they are super stable. So.
Yeah, indeed. All right, hey, sign up. One of our Let's Talk Hookup trip, either the June 17th through 21 or August 26th through 30, is a good opportunity because $2,600 you get 4 days of fishing, 5 nights. Is it 4 nights lodging or 5 nights?
Let's
4 nights lodging.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 4 nights.
4 nights, 4 nights, and 4 nights.
Yeah, because we're out of there.
Yeah, wow, it's a good deal. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning, Bart Hall. Good morning, Bart.
Hey, Bart.
Good morning. I just wanted to give the exact location.
Okay.
Bart's always got our back.
Thank you.
When you enter the show, you enter through what's called the O'Brien Building, where all the boats are.
Right.
Then you go into a canopy where there's some food on one side and booths on the other. Then you go into the Bing Crosby Hall, and that's where.
Who could forget Bing Crosby, right?
Yeah, that's right. And then it's right. As you go in there, you're going to see a bass tank on the left, and then you're going to see some boats, and then you're going to see the Hobie seminar area. You're going to see Ron's booth, and then next to that, you're going to see the show up and blow up area, and Jeff is over in there. So that's how that goes.
Thank you,
So
Bart.
Tell us about show up and blow up.
Oh well, that's. We had to do this again this year. Jenny and I went to visit Ron and Debbie one day. We were downstairs. We just went in to say hi. And Jenny's talking to Debbie, and I'm talking to Ron, and this couple walks in. And behind me, on the corner of my eye, Ron's telling me about how he and Debbie went up to Mammoth and were fishing in the lakes with their inflatable kayak, the I-11S. And behind me, Hayden starts blowing up this kayak where we're talking, and all of a sudden it was done in like 2 minutes, and this whole thing was put together, and it was this beautiful rigid thing that had a Mirage drive on it and had a beautiful seat and storage. And I turned around and I said, "That's an inflatable?" He said, "Yeah." So anyway, long story short, we decided that the person who can blow up this kayak in the shortest amount of time will win it. We did it last year. We're doing it again this year. But the funny thing is, I leave it up to the dealers. And in Long Beach, the dealer doesn't really get it. Here in Bakersfield, the dealer doesn't really get it. Ron gets it.
That's his deal. Show up and blow up.
That's his deal, man.
It's a big deal. And as a consequence, he sells a lot of these. But, that's an interesting kayak because it's going to revolutionize kayak fishing. Because right now, if you have a more rigid kayak, you have to have a truck or a rack on your car. With this thing, you put it in your trunk. It's 65 pounds total. It's only 35 pounds without all the stuff on it. It is an amazing thing. Anyone can use it.
The Hobie I-11. It is an amazing device. So the person that blows, so what you're saying is nobody really participated in Long Beach or Bakersfield.
Well, they did, but the dealers didn't do what they could have done. Whereas Ron will have you deal with people there all day long. Well, that's why we're having a special area right next to his booth just for it, and it'll be packed. And if you're good enough, if you're fast enough, you will win an I-11S.
That's
so cool.
That's
cool.
a big deal. Yeah, and they're great kayaks and super stable. And of course, Ron Lane will be in the show. He'll be in the Mind 1090 studios with us next Saturday. So that'll be a good time.
I really like Ron, as you know, and boy, is he...
Who doesn't like Ron? He's Mr. Fun.
Yeah.
He's all about fun. And how's Bakersfield going?
We had a great day yesterday, Pete. It was, the weather was good and people came out in droves, and looks like it's going to be a good show.
That's great, buddy.
Fantastic. Today, if you're up in that area in Bakersfield, show hours?
Well, we open at 10 and we close at 5.
Okay.
And it's going to be warm here today, so we expect it to be another good day. St. Patrick's Day, by the end of the day, I'm probably going to have to escort a few people to their cars with security, but it's going to be a fun day. And then we pack up, get out of here, and get back to the office for a few days, and we come down to San Diego. We're really looking forward to that. Yeah. Really looking forward to it.
Come back to them, and you'll be right here in the My 1090 studios next Sunday, 1 week from today.
I'm really looking forward to that, too.
That'll be fun. All right, Bart. Hey, good luck today in Bakersfield. We'll see you in the studio next Sunday.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
See you, Bart.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Very good. All right, well, let's go down and find out what's biting down in the Baja. Let's talk to John Ireland from Rancho Leonero. Good morning, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, Pete. Good morning. Hey, Rick. How are you? Jeff?
Good morning.
Well, good morning. It's kind of a slow start, wind on and off this week, but there are fishing around. We have water temps about 70 to 72 degrees, which is probably maybe 1 or 2 degrees warmer than normal for this time of year. But the fishing basically has been bottom fishing. We've got a lot of Spanish mackerel in the bay. The hotel sent out only 3 boats this week, and they worked the bottom. The first drop-off right in front of the hotel seems to be producing, and they're using those Spanish Macs and picking up some good-sized yellowtail in there, mixed with a few grouper and cabrilla. What's really interesting is there's just loads of small Dorado around, running the beaches inside, up and down the beaches, and the guys are actually catching those off the beach, tossing spin casting rigs. And we had 2 Dorado caught off the beach, and something I've never done. I've never had the opportunity in my 40 years to catch a Dorado off the beach, but interesting. But it's on and off, and we're just getting going. The bite on north, apparently the Palmas boats were up there in the last couple of days, and they were picking up some striped marlin. I guess one of the boats ran into school of tuna up there, only about 20, 30-pound tuna up there. They picked up 2 or 3. Some Dorado there as well. So we're just getting up and getting rolling, but it looks good. We got all the species around, and with so few boats out, it's kind of hard to tell how many we're going to catch early in the season. But it's looking good. And like I say, we got all the species there.
Ready to go, man, and we're ready to go for you. Your weekly reports every week, of course, just starting up, and you'll see
Absolutely.
As the weather warms up and the water warms up, those reports are going to be more and more exciting.
They will, and actually it's not that bad. They're big yellowtail, and it seems like the boats that are going out are picking up one or two good-sized yellowtail in the 30 to 40 pound range, something like that.
Wow.
And yeah, nice big fish, and they're real close in. They're right on the first pump, so it's not that grim, but it'll be picking up as the water warms. That's for sure. March is always kind of a nifty month. Once we get into April, it's gonna be gangbusters.
Never grim at Rancho Leonero.
Sure.
It's a wonderful place to just be. Hey, if somebody wants to come down and join you, we still have, I believe, one room left on our Let's Talk Hookup trip in early June. You want to join us? What's that phone number?
Yeah, thanks, Pete. It's 800-646-2252 or rancholeonero.com. I might mention, if you do want to come down on that trip, we're not kidding about the one room. We're pretty much booked for June, so grab that room if you want to come down and join us.
It's a really good time, and I will say this, Dave at Statewide Stripes ponying up another $500 for both of our Let's Talk Hookup tournaments in Escape at Rancho Leonero as well as Palmas de Cortez. So we're going to have two different $500 cash categories for Rancho Leonero, thanks to Dave at Statewide Stripes. So
that's awesome.
Well,
that'll be a good one.
Thank you, Dave. Make it more fun. A little money helps.
You bet. It makes Bob Blum happy, too.
The tournament director.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, very good, John. We'll
Thanks,
appreciate that very much, and we will talk to you next Sunday.
You sure will. Look forward to seeing you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys at the show as well.
Absolutely. You'll be at Del Mar. But we'll talk to you before then.
You will for sure.
Okay.
You will for sure.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Thanks, John. See you later.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, let's jump right back into the phones. They're packed up. We're going to talk to another John from Escondido. Good morning, John. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. You guys always have a great show and bring a lot to the table.
Thank you.
I was very fortunate to fish that island when you could fish it from the long-range fleet, and always enjoyed the type of fish that you could get there. How big is the island, and can you get to all the different points around the island from where you're at?
Great question. So the island is about 21 miles long, 11 miles wide at the widest point, which is near the south end. There's two 4,000-foot peaks on the island.
4,000 foot?
Yeah, 3953, so,
wow.
4,000.
And there's like pine trees or...
Up at the north, where there's a little bit more fog and kind of weather, more water in the ground up there. So that's where like the little pine forest is. And we access the whole island with our pongas. There's only a road along the south end of the island that goes to 3 different fish camps out on the far, I guess it would be like the southwest corner out there. Mm-hmm. But for us, like we do use the truck, but the ponga has been a great tool to access even the other islands that are adjacent to Cedros, Bonitos and Natividad.
You go there too.
We absolutely do. There's great fishing at all the islands, and I do my best to get away from everybody. If I know everyone's fishing north, I'm going south. If I know they're going to be scattered or whatever, and I have a chance to go to even Natividad and get to fish by ourselves. I'm not making it sound like there's a lot of boats. There might be 10 boats, but like I don't like to see anyone. Like it's such a rad spot. It's all magical over there, So I like us to be solo and just go chill.
It's a magical island.
It is, man. Like it is.
I mean, it's like
there's a lot going on that people don't get to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even from a sport boat or even when they tour the island, they're so focused on just the fishing, they're not even like looking around. You know what I mean?
And how many people live on Cedros?
About 3,000 total.
3,000.
Yeah,
total.
1,500 in the salt factory. That's a year-round operation down there. And then, right now this time of year, there might be 1,000 people in the town of El Pueblo. But it'll start as the fishing gets a little bit better. It starts ramping up. Definitely during the lobster season, there's more people around. And then summertime, it's like a vacation spot similar to like Catalina.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, Mexican people travel from Mexicali and
hotels,
Guerrero Negro, Sinaloa, mainland Mexico. Like they come there to vacation.
Cool. Yeah. It's a really amazing place, and the people in the community are so nice.
We have a great opportunity because we're smaller, so we're in the community. You know what I mean? And with our kids fishing clinics and my wife's soccer clinic that we do every year, like we're entrenched down there. You know what I mean? And you see it everywhere you go. You know what I mean? You're driving around, people are yelling at us and stuff. So
That's right.
It feels great.
What about the north end of the island? I've seen, we've fished up there with you and seen, seeing that there's some buildings, a church, and things like that. Is there a community up there, or is that similar to the other fish camps where it's only seasonal?
That camp is that's Punta Norte, and it does stay going pretty much year-round. There's always guys up there, at least commercial fishing even, and selling their catch of, like, yellows and stuff. They troll a lot of rapalas and stuff like that, so they're getting yellows. They fish a lot of whitefish up there, too. There's some really good, like, for giants, you know what I mean, like 5 to 10 pounders.
Whoa.
So, yeah, that's cool. It's really fun. So.
Well, that's the thing is the rockfish fishing there is like you don't even talk about that. It's pretty insane.
It is, and I'm just starting to figure it out. That's why I don't talk about it too much, because I don't want people to think. I know there's spots there. You know what I mean? I know there are. It's just we all, we're up in 5 feet of water in those kayaks a lot of times. Even in the Ponga, like you're always up in 40 feet of water because, all the big fish are up there, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The big yellows.
Cool. Oh, big so yellows.
Cool, you see those big giant yellows, 40-pounders cruising around in 10 feet of water.
Right, with the calicos. I mean, that's in my seminar, I'm very specific on, your bass gear has to be able to catch yellows.
Yeah.
You have to bring down the right stuff. You cannot... Don't bring down your B gear like you need to bring down your A gear. And if you don't, we're going to, Rick was down last year and, guys came down to Cedros with, no line on their reel. I don't know where they think they are going, but...
That blew me away.
You know what I mean? Our shop has everything, you know what I mean? So everything you need for fishing down there, you know what I mean?
So if you don't come prepared, you can get it at Cedros.
If you're going to come with...
if you weren't as prepared as you thought you were.
Right. Yeah. If you brought your reel in your brand new box and you just showing up down in Cedros, now you're lucky because we have our shop and we'll go ahead and
be able to take care of
you up.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including checking in with the catch report. We're going to find out what's biting on the water. Lots of great stuff coming your way. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
There is an undisclosed paradise waiting for you in your own backyard. It's the La Misión Hotel in beautiful Loreto, Baja California. Experience one of the few towns that has truly kept the spirit of old Baja, combined with the luxury of a 5-star hotel. Old mission traditions, authentic lifestyle, and a wealth of Mexican culture still lives at the La Misión Hotel. Situated on the water and just steps from the harbor, take advantage of the fantastic fishing and natural beauty of the Sea of Cortez and the islands of Loreto. Loreto has long been known as the Dorado capital of the world, but huge tuna, wahoo, marlin, yellowtail, and pargo are abundant too. La Misión Hotel can set up affordable fishing trips, dive packages, and family fun adventures to enjoy the rich natural abundance of Loreto. La Misión also has a fantastic spa, fine dining at Los Olivos restaurant, and the famous pizza grill will amaze and stimulate your palate. Relax, fish, and enjoy the beauty and adventure of Loreto at the La Misión Hotel. Fishing and other very affordable packages are available. Once you go, you're hooked. Check LaMisionLoreto.com for details. La Misión, the beauty and fun of Loreto is waiting for you.
It's Fred Hall show time, and Fisherman's Landing Tackle has the best selection and the hottest deals in the show. Hi, this is Doug Kern. The huge Fisherman's Landing Tackle booth is a must-visit, and the deals will be unmatched. Everyone knows that owner hooks are the best, and Fisherman's Landing Tackle has a huge selection of owner hooks, including the new Mutu Hybrid at the best price. That's Owner and Fisherman's Landing Tackle.
Time to talk about great gear from Shimano, and let's talk about Tranks.
Hey, you said it. You want to bring A-plus gear down to Cedros kayak fishing. Tranks is it, and Tranks 400 was made for what Jeff just described. Yep. A very comfortable reel that fits in your hand that's perfect for throwing a lead head and a swim bait and catching calico bass. But then when you hook a 20-pound yellow that you probably shouldn't have hooked on your bass gear, you're still in the driver's seat.
Oh, yeah, and it's got the power and the torque, everything about that Tranks 400 is perfect for yellowtail to calico bass.
No doubt. I love fishing the 8-inch weedless MC swim bait down there. That's my favorite thing. And that reel was made for fishing that lure.
Yeah, you match that with a great Shimano Terramar rod. You have got a fish catching machine there. The Tranks Terramar combo. Check it out at your local Shimano dealer.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar for the long-range fishing experience. A spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or a fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Time for the Catch Report.
You got it, buddy. As promised, it's time for the Catch Report, which today is sponsored by the Fish Pros at Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. Be sure to see the Fisherman's Processing and Fish Pros the Market at the Fred Hall Show in Del Mar, where you're going to be able to purchase smoked and jerkied fish. They have their killer spices, rubs, smoked cheese, and all at their special show prices. It's Fish Pros the Market and Fisherman's Processing. See you on March 28th through the 31st at Del Mar for amazing show specials.
Indeed, and let's start up at Dana Wharf Sport Fishing. Captain Brian Woolley's on the line. Good morning, Captain.
What's up, Woolley?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you this morning?
Doing great. Finally, some weather, huh?
Yeah, right.
Oh, man, we've been spoiled the last few days, huh? Kind of back to normal.
So nice.
Yeah.
It's awesome, for sure. So, hey, with that, we've been coming off a good week of fishing up here. Some good weather days, like we just talked about. For sure, that was welcome. We needed that big time. But the rockfish action for us right now, that's kind of been our three-quarter day play. It's been very steady. We're still seeing some real good quality on that. Like some guys fishing those jigs have been catching lots of nice reds and Boccaccio on that 100-gram cold sniper. Man, that thing's a fish killer. And the live bait, too, has been catching plenty on the double dropper loop there. But it's been a very good mixed bag of rockfish with plenty for our passengers to take home, some whitefish, sculpin, sheephead, and things like that. And along with this rockfish down there, we've been seeing some real nice halibut kind of, as we drift off the edge of some of that hard bottom. It's kind of been a good bonus down in that deeper water. 2 halibut in particular caught down there this week would have been the leaders in our derby. It's crazy. One was 26 pounds, one was 27 pounds. And we're trying to just got to remind people, hey, you don't have to be on a halibut-specific trip to be in our derby. You can buy in when you buy your ticket in the morning for just $5 on any half or three-quarter day trip. So a couple guys missed the boat there. Yeah, a couple guys missed their opportunity there for sure.
Big time, yeah.
So, anyways, half-day fishing's been steady, too. Some days when I have a little bit lighter load, they've been getting down and catching some rockfish. And then other days when I have a few more people on the boat, they've been anchoring up and catching some bass, sheephead, and things like that, some of the shallow water. And then finally, the Fury, he's been over at Clemente on his overnight trips. Again, great rock fishing. They've been spending their mornings kind of scanning around, see if they can find some of that yellow that's been roaming around the island. Maybe get a shot at some of that fish, and then they've been getting set up, throwing the anchor over, and that catch on that rockfish. So all good here, man. We're cranking away. So if you guys want to hop on a trip, certainly call the landing, make a reservation. Phone number here, 949-496-5794. Of course, you can check us out on the web at danawharf.com. And, again, we're going to run this promotion until the end of the month here, SH50. We're going to save you 50% on any half or three-quarter day trips through the end of the month. So when you go and book online, you ask you for that little discount code, enter SH50, and get you out with us through the rest of the month.
F as in Fred, H as in Hall, 50.
That's it.
What a great deal. 50% off. Half and three-quarter day.
50% off. Absolutely.
Wow. What a tremendous deal. And you guys will be at the Del Mar show.
We will. Yeah, I think we're going to be set up there right by Rick again. So,
all right.
Look forward to it, buddy. Great neighbors, great spot, and we'll look forward to seeing you. Always hear the wheels spinning, and good deals always going on at the Dana Wharf booth.
Hope to see you guys down there.
All right.
See you, Willie.
Thanks, Captain. Appreciate that very much.
All right. While we're waiting for our surf guru to jump on, we're going to jump right back into the phones, and this time we're going to talk to Dennis, who's calling us from San Diego this morning. Hi, Dennis. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, guys. A beautiful day for once. I'm telling you, this is I have a question regarding the Hobie kayaks for a person like me who's never even attempted to get on one. Do you have classes? And two, can you do lobstering from one of those Hobies?
So on the classes, I would say the Fishing Mission.
Fishing Mission.
Probably down with Ron Lane.
And Ron will talk a lot about that next Saturday.
Exactly. And definitely he'll probably be able to elaborate on the hoop netting.
From and you can hoop for a lot of guys. I mean, I think that's where Jim Salazar, the hoop master himself, developed the whole thing is off of his kayak.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know that used to be Sherm's game before he had the Parker.
Yeah.
Scott Sherman was always really into hooping on the kayak, and you can get into other areas. And I know a lot of those guys with the kayaks, kind of a lot of them go back to fishing the old school, just flat nets, because a lot of times you're able to fish in real shallow water, and they stack real easy on the boat, and you're right on top of them. So.
They even make, I believe Hobie makes accessories even. Mm-hmm. They make Hobie makes accessories for all kinds of fishing.
So much. That catalog's crazy.
That catalog's thick.
Yeah,
it cracks
it's
me
unbelievable.
Yeah.
The stuff that they do on those,
pretty
on
amazing.
those boats. So.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning. Appreciate that. Let's continue our catch report. Surf guru Gundy Gunderson is on the line. What's up, Gundy?
Hey, how's it going, gentlemen?
What's up, Gundy? Going great. How's things?
Good. I just want to take a second to give my respects to CalStar and the loss over there, Leon. I was a Cub reporter for Western Outdoor News, and Pat McDonald sent me to do a story. And I went to Gardena and met him, and what a great gentleman. And I'll just say this: a lot of folks speak for the product in our industry here, and CalStar was one thing where the product spoke for itself, and I think most people agree with you on that one. So I'll leave it
to that. Well said on that, Gundy.
Yeah, really good. And we talked a lot about Leon yesterday. Leon Todd passed away recently, and of course the founder and creator of CalStar and so many other things in the. Basically, he's would you call him the father of fishing rods in Southern California?
Certainly stand-up fishing, the way that we do it. And, one thing we didn't talk about yesterday was rail rods and rail rod techniques. Again, all of these, best things, the tools that we use to catch fish where we couldn't have caught them, at least with the ease and style that we do now, those all came out of a man that didn't go fishing. He was just that good at his craft that, a Frank Lopresti, a Tim Ekstrom could say the rod needs to, we need more in the tip when we're putting the grip here and we need lift there. And next thing you know, out comes
That's
this
what Leon would
perfect.
create.
Yeah, he was just the best. He was the best in the world, and he's going to be sorely missed. But one thing I do want to mention on that, too, is I've seen a lot of, people paying their respects and talking about CalStar. CalStar has been and will continue to produce the best rods out there. Leon, although was the creator and was the father and is CalStar, Leon's involvement the last couple years really hasn't been there at all. And CalStar's been producing fantastic rods. Their numbers are great. What they produce is still of that highest quality. So just of the people that were concerned about that, it's been business as usual for a couple years. We got the loss of the greatest guy ever, but CalStar's going to continue to produce the best stuff possible.
Sean, his son, has taken over and done a great job.
Yep. Killing it. Absolutely killing
sure.
it.
But, Gundy, Jack Nielsen posted some photos on Facebook yesterday of the CalStar bench, and the one that really stood out was he and Del Marsh sitting there at the CalStar bench, which is still there. The CalStar bench is still in their booth, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, how many great rod creations did Leon have sitting there with guys like Del Marsh at that bench and talking over what he needs to do with these rods, right?
Yeah, and like you said, a pillar in the rod development from his involvement with Roddy and Saber. It's just, it's just an amazing individual, and lots of respect goes out.
And what a true gentleman, too. I know you had a lot of interactions with him. A guy, no nicer guy for sure, and would do anything for you in the fishing industry. He was just
a brilliant mind.
Oh, my gosh. Beyond brilliant. Yeah, so what's happening in the surf?
Well, Pete, it looks like we're kind of turning the corner here, especially this weekend. It's just fabulous, the weather and stuff. And I'd say the number one thing is the barred perch bite. Up and down the coast, the fish are on the bite. We're starting to get a lot cleaner water conditions, and we're seeing, of course, that better quality coming from the northern beaches. We're starting to see more halibut in the shallows. And this is something to keep your eye on. Almost all of the shops told me that the bait is just jugged in the shallows. And, when that bait mounts up, it's just a matter of time before the game fish are on it. And, I think that's a function of all that rain we've had, and there's just lots of good forage and lots of good conditions for that bait. Hook, line, sinker reported good perch bite along Carpinteria, Santa Claus Lane, Carolina rig grubs, Gulf sandworms, lots of fish in the 1 pound class with some kickers pushing 2 pounds. Wiley's reported a good bite on the reef beaches up there. Anglers soaking strips of squids, throwing small swim baits, scoring some nice calico bass, few yellowfin croaker, Johnny bass in the mix. The opaleye specialists were knocking the opaleye this week on fresh shucked mussels. Las Floridas, Big Rock, good stretch there. Just Fishing reported better perch bite on South Bay beaches, starting to see some spawning hens in there. Catch of the week, strange, but a 15-inch bonefish was taken on a creature bait inside of King Harbor there. Seems like them bonefish are creeping up the coast.
Yeah, I guess. Exotic. King Harbor, huh?
Yeah, that's the northernmost I've heard of one thus far.
Indeed.
Big Fish at Steel Beach reported good barred perch fishing at Bolsa Chica, Huntington Beach. Top fish maybe 3/4 pounds, but they tell me it was wide open fishing, easy limits. Gulp camo worms have been hot. Hogan's reported a good bite in and around the harbor, a mix of bass, croaker, been taken on bloodworms, lugworms. A 4-pound sand bass was the top fish. And this is something else. We're starting to see more and more sand bass in the shallows. So maybe those sand bass making a little comeback. Pacific Coast reported good perch bite at Army Navy. The bonus catch there was an 18-inch winter corbina taking on a bloodworm. And then Blue Water reported the halibut bite perked up. Lots of short fish, but they did check in a 7, an 8, and a 9-pound halibut. And they were all taken on the beaches. You know, I would focus this time of year on those creek openings and the bay openings, and when that current's moving through there, and you'll see that bait line up in there, and that's where those guys are getting those fish. So I would say next week we'll be even better, Pete. Things are starting to turn.
Like it. I like it. All right. Well, Gundy Gunderson, Soof Guru Extraordinaire. Are we going to see you down in Del Mar?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get down there, Pete. I'm going to try.
All right. Well, we got another extra week and a half, so we'll talk to you before that, which is next Sunday.
That's right. That's
all right.
Right.
Thanks, Gundy. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Great show. And, boy, Kayak and Cedros. That got me going there.
Boy, I'm telling you.
And surf fishing, man. You'd have a ball down there, Gundy.
No doubt about it.
My ears are wiggling.
Thanks, Gundy.
All right, guys.
Talk
Have
to you
a good week.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Hey, we got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. Again, if you want to get through, it's been a busy morning already, but a great opportunities. We just had a call drop off during the break. If you want to get through, we have a line open right now, 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090 or toll free 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're taking those phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Dana Landing in Mission Bay is truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. This is Chelsea. Come see me and our expert fishing staff for just about anything you need for a great day of on-the-water fun. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing has you covered with the Blackjacks, perfect for up to 4 anglers, or the Impulse with up to 6. Dana Landing has a huge selection with everything you need to catch small bay bass or giant tuna. We will be sure to set you up with the right gear. We even offer reel repair and Mexican and California fishing licenses. Don't forget the amazing deli at Dana Landing with all the food, ice, and beverages you need to complete your day. Need freshwater tackle? Head to East County Bait and Tackle with all the finest rods and reels, the hottest freshwater lures, and live bait. ECBT has an amazing staff who love to share their passion for fishing. East County Bait and Tackle is located at the end of the 67 freeway on Main Street in Lakeside, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Launch Ramp on San Diego's Mission Bay. Check out DanaLanding.com for more details.
Hi, I'm Bart Hall, and I'm honored to tell you about the 43rd Annual Fred Hall Show, March 28th to the 31st at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. I'm proud of our 43-year-old San Diego show. The San Diego show is one of the country's largest sport fishing shows, one of the nation's most prominent boat shows, and a world-class international sportsman's travel show. For many exhibitors, this is their favorite show of the entire country. You'll be entertained by nearly 500 booths, over 200 seminars, acres of boats, and dozens of family fun activities. Kids 15 and under are always free, but the Fred Hall shows also strive to help preserve the outdoor recreation lifestyle that so many of us cherish. You can help by supporting the Coastal Conservation Association of California, and when you do, you'll get in free. Join us and celebrate the passion for outdoor recreation at the Fred Hall Show, March 28th to the 31st at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Presented by Progressive. Check us out at fredhall.com, and remember, it's a whale of a show.
For local and long-range fishing, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among seasoned or novice anglers. But Islander Charters is much more than great fishing. They also do incredible Guadalupe white shark diving trips as well as a schedule of kayak mothership trips. You need to check out the Islander on their website, islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 2 to 5 day fishing. Watch the website for trips and adventures available. Experience the Islander difference. Visit islander-charters.com for all the details.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
38 years ago, my parents started Fastlane Sailing Center. They sold catamarans because they wanted to do what they loved and sell what they loved to do. They wanted to share their passion with others. Share the stoke. I'm Hayden Lane, and over the last 3 decades, my parents have shared that passion with thousands of people. My brother, sister, and I among them. We grew up right there at the shop in Dana Landing Marina in Mission Bay, sailing on the bay, fishing off the docks, and later off the Hobie Mirage kayaks. We grew up surrounded by the water. Our shop was filled with tools that Hobie and other brands have made to enjoy on the water. And I use them all. I mean all of them. Wouldn't you? So when you come into the shop, you're not going to hear a salesperson trying to convince you to buy something. You're going to hear us bragging about how much fun we have on these toys and telling you to do the same. We test every product out there, and we only sell the best because we want to use the best. So check out our website at FastlaneKayaking.com or get on down to the shop in Dana Landing and find your next adventure.
We all need to get around, but we all need something different from our vehicles. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have you covered if you're looking for a new truck this month. Plus, it's SUV season, so they have great deals for everyone. Whether it's a new EcoSport that is nimble and fun around town, or the Ford Explorer that is capable of putting a boat in the water and has seating for 7, Ford has you covered. Ford trucks and SUVs aren't just powerful and legendary. They have the latest technology that helps you seamlessly connect your smartphone and ensure you're safe on the road. Features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist on trucks are truly a game changer at the ramp, helping you back up a trailer by simply turning a knob on the dash and doing the hard work for you. So check out all the great deals during SUV season and save some money on the right gear for you. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or visit your San Diego County Ford dealers today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
This is Greg Stotesbury from AFCO. For more than 58 years, the American Fishing Tackle Company has been recognized as the premier manufacturer of precision-built offshore fishing tackle. AFCO continues this tradition today with an innovative technical fishing clothing line designed and built by fishermen for fishermen. From our next-generation waterproof shorts like Tactical or Stealth to our new anhydrous waterproof jacket and bibs, the entire AFCO clothing line is purpose-built with the latest AFTEC fabrics and features designed to deliver for the demanding angler. To find AFCO products, go to AFCO.com and find a dealer near you.